NFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tight down. There you go. You go tight. You got tight.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Kill.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Williams. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Game.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Mike 42. Go. Mike 42.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was looking for Daniels that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's got it to Williams. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, 69 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Pretty move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Zero. Load it. Behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Got it. 190.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, ready.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third and 1, here's Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Showtime, partner. What a great one-handed catch. How much of that was him? How much of that were the gloves?
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
3 buck. Man, 80. Check out. Keep going up.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Get him, boy.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it's third down. 52 right here. 52. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, spinning away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
180. Block 11. Bud.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
We own them. We own. Load it.
Mike 55.
Play action now. Rivers. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Stay there. 180.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, a nice spin. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch out.
Hey, check 24.
Back to throw. Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
It's out of time.
Let's load it. Hey, Haywood.
53. I got it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Marcus defense.
Room.
Check 37.
Hey.
From the gun, Rivers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Check 55. Mike.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. And a juke this time. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work, try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
55, right there in the middle, 55. So we got man.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Taylor running the option left. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
390.
That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
3rd and long for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Back 390, 380, red. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Slam. Switch. Left. Load it. Mike. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
180, black 15. Come to my work. We want it. Red, red. Begin. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey. He can't hang. 300.
To throw is Rivers. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Rivers now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor running the option left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Get ready. Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run here with Eckler. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mike 55. Left, right. Danny.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check safety. Wait, 89.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Orbit. Hey, I'm going to go low shit.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Load it. Load it.
Mike,
He's got Allen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Step round 80. Round 80.
Hey, eat. Here we go.
Buffalo one. Hey. High 7. Hey. Get high.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Caught by Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Rivers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, Delta!
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, I want to go load it. Load it. 55.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. But this time it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, New York.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler fighting through, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.